these BBL girls, how the hell are they fitting in these dresses? There's no way they're not custom. How the hell are they fitting?
They all stretch.
They have to stretch.
That's all they could do.
Do you think that's the easiest
right
thing to wear is a stretchy dress probably?
I mean, yeah. You have to.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Unapologetically Angel. We have the fashion icon. When you speak fashion, you speak the Roach. Period. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
Amazing.
Thank you. You look pretty.
Thank you too. You said you came all the way from London. What were you doing in London?
I just finished. Vogue has a event called Forces of Fashion. And so I did the London version of it, talking about, from runway to red carpet, just going through some of my looks I've done over the years and talking about my book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't know you had a book. What's your book called?
My book is called How to Build a Fashion Icon, Notes on Confidence from the World's Only Image Architect.
Okay, tell me what it's about a little bit. I need to get one.
It's about, we sent you one.
Oh, my team, I don't know if my team got that.
My team is in here too, and they definitely sent you a book.
Okay.
So it's basically, I should have brought one. Yeah. It's basically a book about how to build confidence using fashion, and not letting fashion kind of control you, but control. You know how we grew up, people tell us wear it, don't let it wear you. So it's kind of like that's kind of like the basis of it. Yeah.
Did you know, growing up, you wanted to write a book?
No. I didn't know I wanted to write a book until I retired from styling. Yeah.
So now, since you've retired, what is your day to day? Just doing whatever you want, living your life, being free, or you have a set day today, what you do?
I feel, I've been promoting the book a lot, so it's that, and I've been promoting a business I just started. It's called School of Style. That is helping anybody who has a dream of becoming a stylist or kind of having dreams of having a career like I had. Trying to help you. So everything I do now is basically, in my opinion, to pay it forward, to help people, to helping people find their ultimate confidence, helping people that want to be stylists and want to get into the fashion industry the right way and an easier way.
Yeah.
So it's all about helping people. So I wake up every day, every morning, and that's what's on my mind. How can I help people, especially people who look like me?
I love that. Let's start from where you're from, Chicago. Yes. I'm in Chicago now.
I know.
How was it growing up in Chicago?
Oh, child. No, Chicago a tough city. You know what I mean? But I will tell you that I feel like being born and raised in Chicago, that I can survive anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
You can literally drop me somewhere and I'm figure it out. I'm gonna figure out the motion. I'm gonna figure out how to hustle. Right. I'm gonna figure out how to get to the top or whatever I'm trying to do. But you built strong when you're from there.
Yeah. Did you build yourself for the fashion industry from Chicago? You started there and based yourself there first?
No, I tried it there, but it's a saying in this old Diana Ross movie, Mahogany. I don't know if you ever saw it.
I'm a little young, so I didn't see it.
You have to watch it. You have to watch it.
I gotta see.
And one of the lines that stuck out to me the most from that movie, she says, somebody tells her you don't make it in Chicago, you end up in Chicago.
Okay.
Right? And so that was one of my mother's favorite movies. So I grew up watching that movie and always remembering that. So when I felt like I had a bigger purpose, I had to get out of Chicago to make it happen.
What started you though? What started you in fashion? What was your interest?
Yeah, so I think it's the only talent that I ever had.
Really? You never played sports or anything?
Girl.
You never tried nothing?
No, I got a basketball court in my house, though. You got to come play in my house.
Coming.
Yeah, no. I was showing to you. It's crazy.
Yes, I got to see.
NBA,
period.
Yeah, in my house. But no, I never was interested in sports. It was always clothes and fashion. And Chicago is also one of the cities where you make a name for yourself being fly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah. Yeah. I see it.
Right. So I was always fly. So it was my only interest. And then when I figured out I had a talent, then I started moving towards it. But then when I figured out it could be a real job, and I could make money from it and have a good life and a great lifestyle, then I moved to LA to pursue it.
So you started at a younger age. When did you start? Was it high school or middle school? Or
no, I started. So I always loved fashion, but I started really kind of getting into it at college.
Mhm.
And then
college you
after
go to?
college, I went to Chicago State.
Oh, yes, I went to
Yeah.
Chicago State. Okay.
And so after college, I opened up a vintage store
Okay.
with one of my best friends in Chicago
It's
on
still there?
17th and Austin. No, it's gone.
No, gone.
Yeah, and so that's when everything started to kind of like happen.
Mhm. That's nice because I feel like growing up, like you put clothes on, you look in the mirror, like, okay, this is cute, but like for me, like growing up, I was always a tall girl, so nothing fit me. So
Yeah.
it was kind of hard for me to like feel confident and like comfortable within myself. And I also was a Black woman, so I just felt like I stood out. I was just like I was not in the ordinary. Like I just was just like this exotic girl that just was
Right.
taller than everybody. And like I just want to know like how you gained your confidence while being like who you are and
Yeah.
just in your skin. Because did you grow up like super confident, or
I-
you had to like
you
a
know
humbling
what?
moment for you?
I think I did. I grew up, well, I got confidence really early because first of all, I've always talked and act the way I act.
Mhm.
You know, I've always been kind of like, well, not kind of, but I've always been like a feminine boy,
Yeah.
right? And my last name is Roach.
Yeah.
So you can imagine
Yeah.
growing up
People are
with
just
those two
saying,
things,
yeah.
right? And so after a while, it's like the things that the things that could possibly hurt you the most actually makes you tough and makes you
Tougher. I
strong. Because it
believe
was like,
that.
you know, like I've said this before, like one time I was maybe in like second grade and this boy kept saying, he's like, tomorrow I'm bringing some roach spray and I'm gonna kill you. And I actually
Oh
thought if
my
he sprayed roach spray on me, I was gonna die. So I was scared. I was like, but you know,
Yeah.
so after so long, then it just started rolling off your, you know, it rolls
Yeah.
off you. You know what I mean? Like people probably calls you like giraffe or
Right.
right.
And they calling now.
Exactly.
Them same ones that was talking, they calling now.
Exactly.
They want to climb that tree.
Period.
All that stuff when I was
Right.
younger. I'm like, you said all that when I was in middle school, high school. Now you okay.
Now you on my body.
Yeah.
But it's like those things, right? So after a while, you start to embrace them.
Right.
And once people say something to you so many times, you could say it about yourself and it's like, it don't hurt you no more.
Mhm.
So I learned how to deal with that super young and super early.
Right.
And then I always had this confidence. And one thing about it is when you confident in yourself, other people see it
Yeah.
and they recognize it and they respect it.
Yeah.
So like the way I used to move in Chicago, people like what you doing? You know, what he doing? What he doing here? You know what I mean? Because it was always, I knew who I was.
Mhm.
And so that's why I wrote the book, because trying to help people find that level of confidence with
Yeah.
themselves.
Because I feel like you just like when I first like got into the fashion, I knew who you were from the beginning, but like you're in a space like Beyonce, like says like you're untouchable. Like you're the bougie baddie. Like from the outside, it's like
Yeah.
you're the bougie baddie. Like if you get to talk to Law, like you made it in the door, like you know,
Oh,
and Law
wow.
know who you are, like you that. Like I know growing up, like being able to see where you've come from and then being able to be who you are right now, like do you still have friends from your childhood or like
I
people that you
do.
grew up with?
Yeah, I think your real friends always gonna be your day
Right.
ones, right?
Mhm.
I feel like you meet, it's two sets of friends, right? It's like the friends you have from day one, and then it's like the people that some of the friends you make when you in college.
Yeah.
Right. It's like
Yeah.
them be like your core.
I love my college friends.
I love my
Those
college
my-
friends
yes.
too. And so, and that's what it is. And most of my friends, most of my older friends are like guys,
Mhm.
like straight guys, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? With like kids and girlfriends and
Yeah.
all that. And but those are my like my true friends, you know, the friend type of friends that get out of bed for you
Yeah.
in the middle of the
Facts.
night, right?
Yeah.
And so that's like my college friends. And then some of my other friends are like my young friends from like growing up.
Period.
Yeah.
Do you ever go back to Chicago?
I do. Not enough.
What do you do? Like when you go back, you just see family or you just go to work?
I go eat.
Oh, Chicago. All right. What's one recommendation you would give to me or anybody that's in Chicago?
Okay. So do you eat pork?
I do.
Okay.
Like
good.
not that much, but I
Right,
will. I don't mind. Yeah,
right,
yeah,
exactly. So my favorite barbecue place is a place
Ooh.
called Coleman's.
Where's that?
It's on the west side.
Okay.
It's on North Avenue, and well, if you just Google Coleman's North Avenue, it is like a little small hole in the wall.
Oh, I
But
like
I swear to God, it's the best. Every time I go, I'll be eating it's like in Chicago, you have this thing called hot links.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Okay,
Oh wait, I think I've heard those like the hot dogs with the relish and stuff on it.
No, but it's shaped like a hot dog, but it's like almost like a sausage.
Okay.
But you get a hot link and rib tip combo
Oh, that's what you get from the barbecue place?
from the barbecue place.
I
I
gotta
swear to
go.
God, I'll be
I'm
eating it.
going
I'll
to
be
see.
having the meat sweats afterwards. Like it is every time I go to Chicago, as soon as I get off the plane, I go there. I have to have
For
it.
real?
Yeah, and then it's like you had Italian Fiesta yet?
No,
pizza.
somebody told me about Italian
You
Fiesta.
gotta have Italian
Is that
Fiesta.
the thick crust though? I don't like thick crust.
It's thin.
Okay, I like thin.
I feel like black people in Chicago don't really eat deep dish pizza.
No, I don't like it.
Right.
I'm not a fan of it.
So Italian Fiesta is Barack Obama's favorite pizza.
Oh.
Like he used to have it shipped to the White House.
For real?
Like fire.
I didn't know that.
Why nobody took you there yet?
I don't be going out in Chicago. I'd be scared. I'd rather go out in a city that I'm not usually in rather than back in Chicago. Because it'd be too much going on there.
It's a lot going on. No, for sure.
I literally, do you know, like my DoorDash bill is like crazy. I like DoorDash toilet paper because like I don't go out the house.
Right.
I literally don't. I'll be too scared to go out. Like,
right.
It just be too much.
No, we got to get you out a little bit, at least to go eat.
Yeah.
Like, nice brunch, nice dinner.
Yeah. I know. Chicago has so much good food too, and I'm missing out. I feel like I'm missing out.
You been to Soul Vibes yet?
Oh, that's my spot.
That's one of my best friends' restaurants.
What's her name?
Risha.
Risha, yes.
Yeah,
Risha,
that's one of my best friends.
She bring her daughter to my games.
Uh-huh.
I love Risha. Yeah, the food fire. I always recommend somebody to go to Soul Vibes.
That's one of my best friends.
Really? I love her. I'll go in there. She'll keep the restaurant open.
Right.
And I'll be in there like 10, 11 o'clock at night. She'll have it open. That's my spot. Like
shout out to Farika. I'm the only person that call her that. That's her childhood name.
Shout out to her.
But yeah, no, it's the food. Go to Coleman's.
Okay.
I'll text it to you.
Text me that. The Unapologetically Angel Show is now sponsored by Prizepicks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. With the basketball season starting back up, now is the best time to get in on the fun.
Think Steph Curry will get more than 4 3-pointers next week? Anthony Edwards more than 27 points? Cook up hot takes with your friends and win real money this basketball season when you and your crew run your game on Prizepicks. I am all in on Steph and his threes this year. Prizepicks is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Prizepicks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money, even if one of your picks doesn't hit. You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prizepicks with as little as 4 correct picks. That's right, only 4 correct picks. Have I mentioned Prizepicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When your picks hit, you can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes. That's right, as quick as 15 minutes. Download the Prizepicks app today and use code ANGEL and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code ANGEL on Prizepicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prizepicks, run your game.
It pays to get paid on Cash App. When you deposit your paycheck on Cash App, you can get a little extra protection with up to $200 in free overdraft coverage, a little peace of mind in case of oversight at no extra cost. Here are some other peaceful things to think about. A ripple of water on a lake in northern Minnesota. Hearing that sound of a swish. The call of a blue whale. Remember that Cash App won't charge you fees if you have to overdraft. In fact, they'll cover you up to $200. So once again, getting paid on Cash App isn't just convenient. Cash App has got you covered. That's money. That's Cash App, baby. Download Cash App from the App Store or Google Play Store today. What time is it? It's game time.
Basketball season is finally here, which means endless NBA games. And there's no better place to get tickets than Gametime. I cannot wait to make it to some Heat games this year.
Let's go, Nairi, when I am down in Miami this winter. Gametime makes getting tickets fast and easy.
Gametime has a new feature, Gametime Picks, that makes getting tickets for your favorite live events even easier.
Gametime Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets.
We were just looking through the Gametime app, browsing options on Gametime Picks. And wow, there were some amazing curated deals that make it easier to find the best price on great seats. What I like about the Gametime app, aside from the new Gametime Picks feature, is the all-in pricing. Toggling this feature shows the total upfront with no surprise fees at checkout. Also, the seat views. Get a panoramic view from your seat in the app before you buy.
Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Gametime. Just download Gametime app, create an account, and use code ANGEL for $20 off for your next purchase. Terms apply.
Again, create an account and redeem code ANGEL, ANGEL for $20 off.
Download Gametime today. Remember what time did I say it was? Gametime. So you haven't been back to Chicago? Like, have you been back to Chicago State?
No,
No,
I haven't
been back to Chicago State. Would you
years.
ever do like a fashion, something fashion?
I would. Yeah, I would definitely do something fashion focused in Chicago for sure.
Yeah.
I love Chicago. It's just like I don't really have a reason to get back there so much.
Mhm. You want to do multiple things when you're there. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to do. So when you left college, you went to LA. What did you do? What was life?
So I ended up meeting Zendaya. Well, first I started to work with K Michelle.
Like, so off the gate. So out of college, you was with K Michelle.
So out of college, vintage store, K Michelle.
Okay.
A lot of people, it's so funny because everybody thinks Zendaya was my first client, but K Michelle was actually my first client.
Okay, so what were you doing?
Styling her. I did her first album. Like her first album, I did the album cover. I did 3 or 4 videos from that album. Can't Raise a Man. I did that video. I know. I did yeah, so I started doing that, and then I met Zendaya around the same time. So I started working with her, and then, I just kind of like made this promise to her that I would do everything that I could do, that I knew how to do to kind of like help elevate her.
Was Zendaya into top like fashion?
She was on a Disney show. She was 14.
Really? Oh, you met her at 14?
Yeah.
Wow.
We've been working together since 2011.
Wow.
Yeah. We grew up together.
That's crazy. Did you know? Did she want to be into fashion? Like she came to you and was like, I want to be in fashion?
So we just met kind of like accidentally. Through one of her family friends, and she had just got her show on the Disney Channel. It was the first channel, Shake It Up, her first season.
Yes.
And she was just always has been incredible to me.
Yeah.
Like even as a young girl, she was like tall and pretty. Like she was tall too, like tall and pretty, and so mature for her age. And she knew that she wanted to be a star, right? And for me, having the fashion right can help you with that.
Yeah.
Not so much, it wasn't so obvious back then, but as it is now, but I just believed in her. Like I just really, really believed in her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna move to LA, we're gonna do this shit together. And we've been together ever since.
Has her confidence always been like through the roof? Because she's a tall girl.
Yeah.
And I know like, I'm sure it was hard for her obviously to get close too. So how was it for her?
Well, since she was so young, it's like it. I promise you, it was one time when she had doubt about something.
Really?
It was the first time I ever dressed her. She was like, well, what if people don't like it? And I literally told her, I'm like, who gives a fuck?
Seriously.
And it's like right at that moment, you saw something click in her head, and then we just started going crazy. Like she'll show up, she'll have a bob, then she'll have hair down. And it was like people wasn't really doing that back then, especially actresses.
Right.
And so people started to like it, and then, people started to catch on and follow it, and then it just became Law and Zendaya.
What was her moment though? Like what was her moment that like just got her through there? Like that got her through fashion and made her like the it girl? Because Zendaya's the it girl when it comes to fashion.
Well, one of the biggest moments, because I don't know if you remember, but it used to be a show called Fashion Police with Joan Rivers. And so back then it was like if you made it on Fashion Police, like everybody was watching that. All the designers was watching it, everybody was watching it.
Right.
And one day we made it on there, and it's like ever since then, like then it got easier for me to get close with her, and we got invited to the Met Gala for the first time.
How was that? That my first Met Gala was last year. How was it for her first Met Gala?
It was she was young, so it was like
how old was she?
She was 16.
Really?
16 or 17.
Wow.
And she had never really been to an event without like either me or her dad.
Yeah.
So she had, when you go to the Met, you got to go by yourself.
Yeah, you stand in line and wait.
And so it was a little intimidating, but then we came back the next year and the next year.
Ate and kept eating and kept eating and kept eating. What's your favorite look on her like you've ever done? What's your favorite?
Well, I think everybody's favorite look now is the robot suit.
That was put together on her? Like on her?
Yeah.
Or did she that was like a suit? Was it?
No, it was every single piece. It was like putting on like,
Wow.
And that outfit is like 30 years old.
It's worth some money.
Oh yeah, for
what
sure.
What y'all be doing with the outfits when y'all done with them?
Well, that one has to go back to the museum.
Okay.
So we bought that.
But like all the stuff, like when you guys when you were working with her and all the outfits and looks like that, because I'd be like, where do y'all be putting these dresses at? Because I guess now like you just like not rent them or borrow them. But
you borrow them, but she like most of the time when she wears something, we keep it because eventually, hopefully, there'll be some type of museum show or retrospect about her career and look at all her clothes. So she has an archive, a huge archive of stuff she's worn.
Really?
Yeah, not that though. They not gonna get that.
They not touching that.
No, that's going back in the museum.
But yeah, like I was saying, so like when you started working with Zendaya, you were like, I'm not working with nobody else. Like this.
Well,
is
no, I
gonna
worked
be
with a bunch of people,
cool.
but she was
she was your
always been my
primary.
number one. Yeah, and like now she's the only person I work with.
Yeah. What is the what are other big celebrities that you work with? Like, what's your biggest that you work with that you feel like?
I've worked with
Everybody.
I mean, Zendaya, Ariana Grande.
Period.
So some of your favorite Ariana Grande videos,
You was that.
I did like from Sweetener. I did most of the videos from Sweetener. I did most of the videos from Dangerous Woman. I did the Sweetener tour and the Dangerous Woman tour. I worked with Ariana, I worked with Demi Lovato, Celine Dion. Who else? Lewis Hamilton, Anya Taylor-Joy.
Everybody.
Yeah.
It's like an honor to be stopped by you.
Thank
you know that.
you.
You know your value. I feel like
I'm trying to think. It's been so many. Like I worked with like probably over 100 people in my career.
Yeah. What do you think the hardest part about styling like different people and like being able to like differentiate so all of them don't look the same or like so they can all feel like within themselves?
It's a lot of work because some stylists, you look at them and their clients look just like them.
Yeah.
Everybody look the same.
But yeah, that's what I be
It's
saying.
like you just really have to care. I think that's what it is about me. Like everybody, I cared enough to find out who they were individually and to make them look like themselves. Was just an elevated version.
What's like the scariest step you've had to take in the fashion world?
The step away.
Yeah.
When I just had enough.
Yeah.
I just had enough. And I also felt like my career couldn't get any bigger unless I just did more work.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to work more.
Was there something that before you retired that you said you just had to do? Like I gotta do this or I gotta be a part of this or something?
Well, to be honest, I've been very blessed that all my fashion dreams have came true.
Yes, I love that.
I've done, Vogue covers. I've done Met Gala multiple times. I've done Oscars, Emmys.
Yeah.
I've done all the award shows, go to all the fashion shows. Like, I kind of did it all. I didn't have any, I feel like I hit a ceiling, like I had nowhere else to go. Yeah.
Have you ever felt like a point where you put an outfit out together and like you were like, shit, like I shouldn't have had her in that? Or like you kind of regret it?
I think we all have, but I think part of being a real fashion person is taking risks and making mistakes. Right? So you can't, there is some few looks that I'm like, oh, it would have been better if.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But sometimes you don't, as a stylist, we don't control the if. The if is, anything could have happened. The dress, the alterations wasn't right, or the shoe didn't come, or you just never know. But yeah, there's been a couple that I'll be like, ooh.
I should have did that. Has there been like a crazy moment where you had to, like, what's your shortest notice of like, say Zendaya had an event tomorrow. Like, what's the shortest notice you had to put something together?
Or like
a craziest story. Like
one time I had a client that was going to an award show and say we had to leave at 7. She didn't try on the dress till like 6:45. And so we were literally like walking, like put the dress on, walking and sewing. And we were sewing like walking down the hallway, in the elevator, going to the venue, like walking through the venue, sewing till we got to the red carpet. And we were still in the back, like sewing and like altering dress as she walked.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. People think styling and it's so easy, but it's not.
Yeah,
like anything could happen.
Yeah, I feel like I've had crazy experience. Like, yeah, especially like trying something on and it looked good a couple of days ago, but then you try it on and something bust or something goes crazy.
Yeah, people don't understand them zippers
they be doing it all. I even feel like designer dresses, like for me, like even just when I be trying on dresses for these award shows, like for me right now, like if I don't get it custom made, like stretchy is what's the best for me because I have a butt. Like I have a butt and my legs are long, so like it's really hard for me to find a dress, and especially in designers that are like not stretchy and they fit over them. Because I'd be like, these BBL girls, how the hell are they fitting in these dresses? There's no way they're not custom. How the hell are they fitting?
They all stretch.
They have to stretch.
That's all they could do.
Do you think that's the easiest thing to wear is a stretchy dress? Probably.
I mean, yeah. You have to. Well, I mean, you get to the place now, but everybody gonna be wanting to make you clothes.
I know, but my schedule be like so crazy. Like I don't be able to like go in and just like get a fitting or like do things. I be always on the go, like I'm doing stuff. So like I don't know. I think probably the best step for me next is trying to get like all my measurements. But like my body changes so often as a woman.
Really?
Like your body
Yeah.
changes so often. I'd be like, how can
You
I even
fluctuate.
get something? Yeah, like what would you recommend for me? Like if I needed a dress, okay, today is October. If I need a dress for Met Gala next year, I should
Right.
start now.
Yeah, you should be having conversations
Just now.
with brands. Like we should probably talk about this off camera.
Okay, we'll talk about this all
No, but I'll give you the game for sure.
Yeah.
But no, you definitely need your measurements for
Mhm.
sure. And then you also want to build a relationship with a certain designer or a certain house,
Yeah.
right? You want to, like, when you go to the event tomorrow, the designers are going to be there. Make sure I'll introduce you to all the designers that I know that's there. And you just want to start building a relationship. And so it's that in-face moments really mean a lot because people get to see you. They're like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people, when they see us in person, they be like, oh, you're so much prettier in person. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
I
but-
be saying that. What does that mean? Is that a good thing or bad?
I think it's a good thing though.
I feel like people always say that. Like, you look so much better in person. Or like, you look so pretty in person.
people
Like,
say that to me too.
I'll be like, I mean,
Right.
like, do we mean I'm
But
ugly on Instagram?
It's a
Like,
compliment though.
Yeah.
I mean, but Instagram ain't real, so people don't
Yeah.
never know what you're
Mhm.
doing to your pictures. But no, to get that face-to-face time with them, and then it's always so great to build a relationship with a designer and a house.
Mhm.
And then that way, sometimes they'll make you a whole wardrobe, right?
Really?
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, let me just make you a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
so that you can have it already if something pop up.
Yeah. I feel like another hard thing for me is heels. Like, I hate heels. And then my feet always hurt. Like, what's the most comfortable heel for you to wear? Or like, even for Zendaya.
Right.
I
Well,
don't know.
she wear the hardest shoe.
Really?
You definitely don't want to wear those. She wears Socates. That's
Her-
the hardest shoe to wear.
How does she walk in them? Her feet never hurt?
Let me tell you a story. So she was 13. I
Uh-huh.
made her wear a pair of Socates.
Uh-huh.
And every time I think about it, I'm like, why would her parents let me do that to her? Like, I made her keep them on all day. Like, she was crying and everything. I'm like,
Oh.
you not taking them off. And then the next day she wore them again. And then she wore them again. So now she could her feet are trained. She could wear them all day. She could run down the street.
For real.
And those are the hardest. I think those are the most painful, most
Yeah.
difficult shoes.
I'll be
to
wondering how she be wearing them.
every day.
Damn. So
That's
I need
all
to
she
train my feet.
wears. You can try your feet.
I don't think so. I be wearing some heels for like 2 hours, and I be like,
2 hours is a
even
long time.
even on a carpet, like my legs start shaking on the carpet.
Oh, you got to walk around in them.
I don't know. I think it's because I play basketball and I'm always in like basketball
Yeah.
running shoes. My foot is not used to that arch. of,
You
like-
got to start just wearing them around in your house. You don't go outside no way. Just put your heels on and walk
I gotta
around.
start walking.
Right. You got. It's really not your feet. It's your ankles.
Okay.
Right.
So I gotta loosen my ankles up.
You gotta strengthen your ankles
I gotta strengthen my ankles.
and heels.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, period. Okay. You were a judge on America's Top Model.
I was.
How was that experience for you?
It was cool. That was my first TV experience. And I got to work with Tyra.
Yeah.
And like we all grew up watching that.
Mhm.
And so it was just like surreal to be actually a judge after I had watched it growing up
Yeah.
for so long.
Would you ever get back into reality TV more?
I did 3 reality TV shows.
Yeah. What other
So I
ones you
did
do?
that. I did a show called Legendary,
Uh-huh.
which was about the ballroom scene, voguing,
Yeah.
and that was great. I did that for 3 seasons. Megan Thee Stallion was on the first 2 seasons, and the last season was Kiki
Yeah.
Palmer. That was great. And
Y'all
then
was beefing? What was that little funny? Y'all was going back and forth?
we beefed on the show a lot, but
Oh.
that's my girl though.
But that's okay.
That's my girl. Like it was good TV,
Yeah,
right? We
it
both
was
from
funny.
Chicago.
Yeah.
She crazy, I
both.
can be crazy sometimes.
Y'all
So
play.
right. So we had a little beef on there, but that's my homie. And then I did a show with Julia Fox last year,
Mhm.
on E. So I've done 3 reality shows. I've always been a judge.
You would okay. Period. I love that for you. But like now that you're retired though, you just like you wouldn't do it anymore? Or you would?
Yeah, I would. Just got to be the right thing. Got to be the right
America's
project.
Top Model. They come back. What you doing?
No, I don't want to do that no more. I wanted to.
What would you want to do?
I want to do my own show. Like,
Oh.
I want to do my own show.
Okay, so what's tea on the show? What you want to do?
I don't know. Maybe else to find the next great stylist
Mhm.
or something just following my life. My life is super interesting.
Mhm.
I'm always doing something, moving around. My dynamic with my family. All that.
Do you date?
No,
No. You just gonna be single? You don't want to get married?
I don't think so. You do? You dating somebody? Me neither.
Single, living our life.
When's your birthday?
May 6th,
Okay.
2002.
So you a Taurus.
What are you?
Cancer.
Cancer.
Well, yeah,
What month is it?
July
July
20th. Well, I'm July 20th. I'm almost at the end. I'm almost a Leo.
Taurus. Okay. I like Cancers though.
Yeah, my best friend is Taurus.
I want you to get married.
Okay. Put it in the universe.
Okay, well, I was getting married, y'all.
To what? To who though?
What's
the
your
tax
type?
bracket?
What's the tax bracket? Period.
You manifesting it for me? So
I'm gonna say 7 figures. Very handsome.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you date an athlete?
Yeah.
Do you have a type?
No type.
You said you're aromatic. What does that mean? Aromantic. What you said? You said
Aromantic.
Aromantic.
It's just like I really don't like I'm not in love with being in love.
What does that mean?
It's like I don't really think about it like that. You know what I mean? How some people like, oh, I love love. I can't wait till I'm married. I want somebody to wake up and go to bed with every single night and call me and FaceTime and
you don't like that?
No.
So how you gonna be with somebody but you don't?
You want me to be with somebody. I didn't say that.
Oh, you don't want to be with somebody. You just want to be with
You said that. That's
so
I'm letting you manifest that for me.
So you don't want to be with anybody? I ain't gonna manifest. I don't want to put no bad
No, it ain't gonna be bad, but if you put it in the universe, it might happen.
It's gonna happen. I'm not gonna have somebody by this time next year.
Are we married?
Not married in a year. I mean, no, I could say that because you can get married in a year.
Yeah.
But like that.
Okay.
Having such a big of a platform though, like I feel like for me, even just ending like in the world, friends, dating, I feel like it's hard for me to even genuinely like just be able to be with somebody and talk to somebody. Do you feel like that? Like, why are you so?
I used to didn't feel like. Well, for me, it's just like I just never ever grew up wanting to be in a relationship or wanting to be in love.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just was never. And then when I started working, my focus was being successful, and that's all I cared about.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of had blinders on in a way, where it's like I'm not thinking about nothing else, right? And so I don't know. I never really
thought about
wished for that.
Yeah.
You know how some people like that's all they talk about. That's all they want to do is be in a relationship. You've been in a lot of relationships.
I've been like some flings,
right?
But nothing like. I've been in probably one serious relationship,
right?
But I would never be in a public relationship again. Like I just feel like when it gets public, like that's when everything gets It's crazy. I love Zendaya and her man. They look good. Like I don't know if I love Zendaya's confidence. I just don't know if I had the confidence to date a man that's shorter than me, and I love that for them.
Right.
But I just don't think. I don't know. Would you date somebody shorter than you?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
I would.
I don't know. I'm too scared.
Well, I feel like I also feel like in what they do, that's not uncommon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In their world.
In their world, that's not uncommon.
In my world, it is uncommon.
Yeah.
Like as an athlete, it's kind of uncommon.
Right.
Yeah.
But you never know. You might fall in love with a short king.
My short king might be out there. I'm waiting for you. I'm looking for you. Okay, let's do some story time. Okay. Being in the fashion world, what's like the craziest, like rudest moment, like where you had to clock somebody, like I'm not styling you, like you got me.
Oh, you're trying to get me.
You ain't even gotta say who, but just
no. But you know, I will say this. Because of people see my relationship with Zendaya, right? Mm-hmm. And how it seems like everything's perfect. Mm-hmm. When a lot of times when people call me, they wanted to have that like right away. Mm-hmm. Like they thought the first red carpet was gonna be you know what I mean? Like sometimes that did happen, but sometimes it didn't happen. And I used to always say, we have to, first of all, figure out if we even like each other.
Right.
Right? You know, the magic doesn't come instantly all the time. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like if you go on a date with somebody, you're not falling in love the first date, right?
I might, but yeah,
right. But it's just like so. Not a lot of times, but a few times in my career, it has been people like, oh, okay, well, you dressed me, but I didn't make the best dress list. I'm like, okay, but there's always maybe you'll make it the next time, or maybe maybe we didn't get it exactly right this time. But it's like you have to grow.
Yeah, people think it's supposed to be just right away.
Right, exactly, and it just don't. No relationship works like that, right? So I always be honest, like, I'm gonna try 120%, but sometimes it just may not work.
Yeah.
And there has been times that it just didn't work. And it's also been times where I just didn't like them.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And I'm like, I don't want to work with you.
Yeah. I feel like that can happen often. Is there like somebody that you would love to style, like to this day?
I would have loved to style Prince.
Yeah. that fits. I feel like that fits your whole.
Crazy.
That
Dude
fits
went
your.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been fire because he already had some fire fits.
And he was just such a risk taker. And he had his
Mhm.
own thing though. Like, I don't think there'll ever be anybody that can do what he did style wise.
Yeah. Who's
Music either.
other than like Zendaya, like who is your like, okay, I like the way they style, I like the way they dress, like that they always put together.
Right now,
Mhm.
I like. I mean, first, I mean, icon Rihanna.
Mhm.
Like,
Love Ray. Have you
you
worked with her
know,
before?
I haven't.
No, would you want to work with her?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be a stylist no more.
You don't
I
that shit. Put it up, hire the
I'm
curtains. If it's
done.
not Zendaya,
No, but like,
baby, yeah.
no, I just love watching. I love watching her, and I love watching the things that she do, and I love now, and I really love vintage and archive, and like I think she's the queen of that. You know what I mean? So, and I think her stylist that she's worked with for a long time is amazing. In a different time maybe. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what's the most memorable thing that has happened within your whole career of fashion? Something that you'll never forget.
Something that I'll never forget. I don't know, Angel. It's been so many. Like I've had a great career. I had a
Yeah.
great life.
Or somewhere you traveled to that was like the best for fashion. Or I mean, I'm sure. Do you feel like Europe or somewhere else is better than US when it comes
Well,
to fashion?
Paris
is the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
You haven't been to Paris
I've
yet?
been, yeah.
For Fashion
I
Week.
haven't been to Fashion Week though.
You have to go to
I have to
Fashion
go.
Week.
I
Like you
know.
gotta experience that. It's different.
I
It's
know.
amazing.
Really.
Like it's like everywhere you look, everybody's dressed up, and it's like fab. It's just super fab.
Do you think you've styled men?
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
think it's more difficult to style men or women?
Women.
Women? Why? It's a body type or just
No,
like,
it's just that I think men kind of know exactly what they want,
Mhm.
right? And it's like I used to style Tom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I stopped for the whole Spider-Man 2 and 3 press tour. I did both of them.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. I styled Lewis Hamilton.
Period.
Yeah.
That's nice. I love just being able to see like you thrive and everything
Thank
that you
you.
do.
Well, I
You're
feel the
so
same way about you.
inspiring. Like,
When we did, remember we did, I did your interview,
Mhm.
interview.
yeah, when we first met. That's how we
Yeah,
first
that's
met.
how we
in
met
the
on the
interview.
phone, yeah.
That was good. So have you seen Sports Tunnels?
Yeah.
Tunnel fits?
Yeah.
What would you want to see more?
Listen, I'm a pop culture
Okay, so you be seeing
addict.
everything.
I see everything.
What more
I
would
see
you
what
wanna
you
see?
wear. I see everything.
What more would you want to see?
And the tunnel
In a
fits?
yeah, tunnel fits.
I like the tunnel fits.
You do?
Yeah, and I love the way that fashion. I love the way the fashion industry and designers are respecting that now. Because at first they didn't used to pay attention to athletes,
Mhm.
and now people are really paying attention to athletes.
Okay. I want to see more athletes. Like I was watching the Victoria's Secret show, and I was like, I want to walk. I want to walk. I want to be able to.
That's not too far away.
Yeah.
If your people would have been on that, if you had that dream before this, you could have walked in that show. There's no reason why you shouldn't have.
Oh, period. So I want to see myself walking within the next year or two.
Yeah, no, that's easy.
Okay, so
That's an easy kill.
anything less you want to see? Tunnel
The
fits?
tunnel fits?
Mhm.
No, I think I like it because it's individual, right? It's people. I like it. I like the good and the bad. You know, I think it's a lot of people that do a lot of commentary on the tunnel.
Yeah, I
tunnel
want to see
fits.
less commentary because y'all need to mind your business and let people wear what they want to wear.
Exactly. And that's
Period.
what my book is about.
Wearing what you want to wear.
Wear
That's
what
who
you
your
wanna, not
audience
care.
is
Yeah.
towards.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. Being able to see me and being able to see, I don't know if you'd be clocking me, but
I'll watch
we're gonna do some fits, some outfits. What you would take away, what you gonna keep, what would you add, what you dislike.
Why you want to do that?
We're gonna do that. My feelings ain't gonna be hurt.
Okay.
We're gonna clock it.
All right.
All right, this is one of my tunnel fits. Y'all can see. This is a vintage Michael Jordan, and then I just did some boots, and so yeah, just clock it.
No, I like this a lot.
What would you add? What would you take away?
I don't think I would take away nothing because I like how you kind of giving like the kind of like cool nerdy girl.
Okay.
That was what you was going for. Yeah.
Cool nerdy.
I like this.
Okay. Cute.
Okay.
We got a good one there. Period.
I like that one.
Okay. Here's another one. This one was I was bringing the jorts back. I brought jorts back the whole season, so that was one of my jorts moments. What you think? Which I need to add? What I would take away?
It's okay if I say I don't like
Mhm.
it. I don't like this one.
Okay.
I don't know. It feels young to me,
Yeah.
but like not young in a good way.
Yeah.
I'll change it all.
What would you change?
I'll change the shorts. I'll change that little jacket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay.
This is a no from Law. We ain't wearing this shit again. We're gonna take this off the Instagram tonight. All right, here go another one. This is another Joyce moment.
I like this one.
Okay.
This one feels very Y2K. Like it could have been Diesel or something. I like this one a lot.
Dead in London, I think.
I like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. I wouldn't change anything.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay. Cute. All right, this is one of my cuter. This is what Clueless looks.
It's cute.
Cute.
No, I love it.
Not too much.
I love it.
Demure. Mindful.
Perfect.
Okay. Cute. All right, this is my last one. What we thinking?
I think it's cool.
What would you add? What would you take away?
Nothing. I think it's cool. What I want to see is like how your style is gonna progress and how it's gonna mature a little bit.
Yeah. I don't want to ask you how would you see my style, but what would you want to see me in? More of.
I want to see you in like more clothes.
Okay.
Right? Like I understand you tall, you want to show your legs. That's what you love about yourself. But I want to kind of see you like in more clothes, if that makes sense.
What you want to see me in?
Like a designer?
Yeah, like if you was to dress me right now.
Oh, if I was to be dressed, it would be a whole different. But you know what? I can't even say that though, because it would take. This is my process. So if I had to fit in with you, I would have racks and racks of clothes. And we would like go through, I would ask you to go through the racks and tell me everything that you loved right away, right? And then I ask you to go back and tell me everything that you hated, right? And so I'll create 2 rails and we'll go through everything you love and we'll start to build from that. And so that's how I like to help you cultivate your style. And then I have another rack and it'll be like things that I think you should be wearing. So after I've made you comfortable, because now I understand what you like, and then we'll start going into the things that I think you should be wearing. And then we'll end with the things that you thought you would never wear. And I bet you by that time, the end of that process, it's a lot of things that you thought you would never like that you would end up really liking.
Yeah.
Because you just got to open your mind to it.
Okay.
Because I say this all the time. What people don't understand is like the same type of foods you eat now, you didn't eat when you was 12, right? It's like, so the palate matures, so your palate for fashion and style matures too. You just got to be able to move with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I like the short skirts and stuff. It's very a Miu Miu vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should be.
I should do both.
Yeah.
I should add more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some upcoming? Do you know some? I'm sure you know, but what are some upcoming stylists? Like, you don't style anymore. You obviously don't style no more. So who was something I could work with? Somebody like somebody.
Because you don't have a stylist right now?
I mean, I have a stylist, but not really. Like, not somebody that's personally for me only. No.
Oh, okay.
So, like, what would you recommend for me?
I would recommend, like, Colin Carter.
Okay.
I think Colin will do a good job with you.
Colin, where you at, babe? I'm waiting for you.
So, Colin does Cardi.
Oh, I know Colin.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Colin
He
would
works
be
with somebody I know. He be busy. I want somebody that's going to work with me.
You want somebody by you just, like, totally for you.
It's hard. I'm selfish, babe.
No, it makes sense though, but
I get what you're saying though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard for me to find somebody just for me.
No, it's gonna be hard for you to find somebody that can help you elevate, that's only gonna work with you. You have to. So the thing is with stylists, like, we grow as we work with different people, right? And that's how you build your relationship. So for somebody who has the relationships that you need, they probably not gonna be able to just work for you.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, we gotta get you. Okay, this is what we gotta do. We gotta get you in a relationship with a billionaire so he could write a big check. So then that one person that you want can only work with you. Right?
I like it.
Right.
You got somebody that you know though. It seems like you can know somebody.
Right.
Period. Do you watch sports? You don't watch sports, do you? I need to get you to a WNBA game.
Oh no, for sure. I'll definitely come watch you play for sure.
Oh, period. So next time I'm in LA,
yeah,
you're gonna come to my game.
Oh, I could come see you wherever.
Oh, I'll be in Miami soon. So y'all pull up.
Okay. No, for sure. I would love to.
You be going outside? Or you just be living low?
I don't be going outside that much. You don't either though.
Yeah, I don't.
Right.
No, I like to go to a nice little restaurant, wine and dine, maybe a little lounge.
Yeah, same.
A little cute,
Yeah, we could do that.
little lounge.
Have a
Yeah, we can,
cocktail.
yeah, let's do it.
No, we could do something for sure.
Period.
I'll be your friend.
Yes, I gotta be friends.
Cause I don't have no friends either.
Yes, you do.
But I don't go out though. My friends live in Chicago. I don't have no LA friends. I got like a couple New York friends. That's it. But I heard you like Harold's Chicken though.
Oh, I love Harold's.
Right.
I like food.
Right.
I like.
You gotta go to Coleman's when you get back.
Coleman's. I'm going back Wednesday actually. So yeah, back.
I'm gonna send you the address. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you what to order, how to order everything.
Yeah, send me the whole rundown.
All right.
Period. The Giving Flowers segment is now sponsored by Cash App, where it pays to get paid. Okay, our last segment, we always give our flowers to a woman. Who would be a woman that you would love to give your flowers to?
Zendaya.
Period.
It's always gonna be Zendaya.
Period.
She changed my life.
I love that. Zendaya, we love you. I want to start with Zendaya. I want to be able to like meet her. I've never met Zendaya.
You haven't?
No.
I can make that happen.
Yeah.
Her next movie premiere, we're gonna make sure you invite.
When is it?
Well, she just started working on the movie, so
okay.
Yeah. But whenever the next premiere is, you gotta come.
Oh, period. See, it gets paid to get paid. We're giving flowers, so Cash App is giving $200 in overdraft coverage. Well, yeah, my style and fashion has elevated from now, and it's going up from here. Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of Unapologetically Angel. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Make sure you buy the book. Period. What's the book?
Right. How to Build a Fashion Icon.
Make sure y'all clock that and go buy that now. Like, subscribe, share. See y'all next time. Okay.